So, find a nice comfortable position. Gently lie down, let your hips settle down, your spine settle down. Have a little check-in with your body, notice how it feels tonight. Make sure you're lying evenly from left to right, from top to bottom. Close your eyes. Feel your shoulders melting back towards the floor. Feel your shoulders pulling away from your ears. Let your feet flop out to the side. And take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, just feel your body connect with the ground beneath you. Feel your body settle down. Notice all of the points of your body that are in contact with the floor. And then just scan over your body, making sure you're not holding on to any tension anywhere. From the crown of your head, all the way down your face, your shoulders, your arms. Down your spine, your hips. Just let your legs gently fall out to the side. Softness in the knees. If you're more comfortable having your knees bent and your feet flat on the floor, it's also an option. And just gently start to bring yourself onto your mat, ready for your practice. We're going to gradually start to lengthen our breath. So as you breathe in through both of your nostrils, expand your belly, draw the breath all the way up into the chest. Feel the rise on the chest. And then as you exhale through the nose, let everything sink down. The chest relaxes, the ribs close up, the belly relaxes. And again, keep breathing at the length of your breath, drawing the breath all the way in, drawing it up, and then exhaling everything out. Now follow that wave of breath, a long, slow inhale, followed by a long, slow exhale. And as you're breathing in, you're drawing energy into the body, hopefully. And then as you exhale, you're getting rid of all that tightness, that stress, that tension, that tiredness. Drawing our breath in. And exhaling everything out. You're going to bend both of your knees, placing your feet flat on the floor. Just line your heels up with your hips. Feel your lower back resettle, feel your hips settle. And then draw your left knee in towards you. You're going to hug it behind the knee and then let your calf just fall down onto your hands. Let your lower back press down into the mat and then pull that knee in towards the chest. Just start to get that stretch in your lower back. Exhale and hold it in. And again, take a nice long breath in here. And exhale. You're going to circle round with that foot. Get some circulation in our feet. Don't want cold toes. Just drawing circles with your big toe. And then take those circles back round in the other direction. Rotating round. And then we're going to lengthen that leg all the way up towards the ceiling. And as we lengthen it up, we push the heel up towards the ceiling. Gently support your thigh with a hand on each side and feel that stretch you start to get in the back of your hamstring. And really focus on pushing your back down, lengthening up from the hip all the way to the heel. And then gently point your toes up towards the ceiling. Feel that stretch down the front of the foot, the front of the leg. You're going to take a deep breath in and lengthen all the way up through your left leg. And then as you exhale, bring your left ankle down onto your right knee and then gently push your left knee out to the side. So you've got a figure of four position. You can apply a little bit of pressure to that thigh just to gently open it out to the side. If you want to take the stretch deeper, and you don't have to, you can lift your right leg off the floor, drawing it in towards you while taking your left knee out to the side. You can hold on to your right leg for a bit of support. Just noticing how it feels in the lower back, in the thigh. You might feel it on your bum cheek. Take a deep breath in here. And then exhale. If your leg is lifted, gently lower that right leg down and then bring your left leg to join it. You're going to bring your right leg in, hug it behind the knee, let your calf fall down onto your hands. Pull that knee in towards the chest, feeling that stretch on your lower back, feeling your back press down. Hugging that knee all the way up. Nice long breaths. And then gently just rotate round in that ankle. Drawing circles with your toes. And then take those circles back round in the other direction. Keep with the long, slow breaths. And then on your next inhale, we're going to lengthen that leg all the way up towards the ceiling. Gently supporting each side of your thigh. And as you do that, you lengthen all the way from the hip to the heel, pushing the heel up through the back of the leg, feeling that tightness on your hamstring, just finding the edge of the stretch, not overdoing it, not letting your legs shake or wobble. And then point your toes up towards the ceiling, lengthening through the front of the foot. And then as you exhale, you're going to bring that ankle down onto your opposite knee, open your right knee out to the side. Get your figure of four here, notice how your hips feel on this side. Again, you can apply a little bit of pressure to that right thigh, opening it out. If you want a slightly deeper stretch, you can bring your left leg up, drawing it in towards you, letting that right knee go out to the side, supporting your left leg, keeping the back down, keeping the neck and shoulders nice and relaxed. Good, long slow breath in here, and exhale. Good, do one more breath in here. Then we gently allow that leg to go down. If you've got it up, place your other foot flat on the floor. Both of your arms are going to go out T-shaped. You're going to put the edges of your feet together and gently just let both of your knees fall over to the left side. Just getting that little twist down the waist. You might find that your right hip lifts up. You might not feel like lifting that much today. Just gently feel that stretch, feel that twist in your spine. Breathing all the way up through the twist, up into the chest, and then exhale. Good, you're going to bring both feet up towards the centre, and then you're going to take them both over to the opposite side. So just letting both of your knees fall over to wherever is comfortable for you. You don't have to bring them all the way down to the floor, just wherever feels right. Your shoulders are anchored down. Just feel that twist through the side of the body, that stretch. Nice long breath here. And exhale. Lovely, one knee at a time, bring it up towards the centre, keeping the edges of your feet together. This time you're going to place the bottom of your feet together and let a knee go out to each side. So you're opening out in your reclined bound angle. And just let gravity naturally open out in the hips. If it feels very tight, you can push your feet further away from you, keeping the bottom of the feet together and just feel that opening in the hips. Nice and relaxed in the neck and the shoulders, and still doing that nice long breath in, expanding the belly. Drawing the breath all the way up into the chest. And then exhaling everything out again. And again, nice long slow breath in here. And exhale. Lovely. Place a hand on each thigh, gently push those up towards the centre. You're going to bring one knee in towards the chest, followed by the other, and just place a hand on each thigh. We're going to rock ourselves up to a seated position. You can have a few goes at it. A nice little massage of the spine. As you check, it was very quiet without you last week. And then when you're ready, you can come up, place your feet down. Nice. Just cross your legs or have your legs stretched out in front, whichever's more comfortable for you. Take a deep breath in. Let's lift up those arms, stretch all the way up. And then as we exhale, take our left hand down to the side, our right arm comes up and over. Feel that stretch down the right side of the body. Lengthening more up than over. Good, nice deep breath. And exhale. Let's come all the way up to the centre. We're just going to go over to the other side. That's irritating. Gently lifting up and over with the left hand. Good, nice long breath all the way through the side of the body. And exhale. Good, let's inhale, bring that all the way up. And then exhaling down. We're going to come over onto all fours. So just find your tabletop position. Knees under hips, wrists under shoulders. Spread the weight in those hands and really press down into the tops of those feet. Coming into our cat-cow, you're going to inhale, drop the belly down, gently lift up in front, lifting up the tailbone behind. And then as you exhale, tuck underneath, round through the shoulders, push the floor away. And again, taking a nice deep breath in, we lengthen forwards, looking in front. And then as we exhale, chin to the chest and rounding all the way through. Let's do that again, nice long slow breath, really waking up that spine. As we exhale, tuck all the way under, and then we come back to our neutral spine. Taking your knees as wide as the mat, keeping your big toes together. You're going to gently ease yourself back into a child's pose. You can even have a little rock from side to side. Draw those elbows back. And then bring your head either down to your hands, down to the mat. Pulling the shoulders back and down away from your ears. Lengthening through the spine as your hips go back towards your heels. And just feel that stretch here, fully supported by the floor. You can sink down into it, you can relax. Expanding the belly, feeling it drop down towards the floor, drawing that breath all the way up, opening out in the shoulders, and exhaling everything out again. And again, nice long, slow breath in here, and exhale. Lovely, let's plant our hands, bring our weight forwards, bring those knees back underneath your hips. You're going to tuck your toes, and from here you're going to gently start to walk your hands backwards, and your bottom goes back towards your heels, but with your toes tucked you start to get a little bit of a stretch in the feet, in the arch of the feet. Now if your feet are very tight you can keep your hands down on the floor. If you'd like a slightly more intense stretch, you can lift your hands up onto the front of your thighs, and as you put that weight back, you feel that stretch in the arch. I find it quite uncomfortable, so I have to keep my hands down, wherever's right for you. You don't look like you're enjoying it.
No, the knee doesn't like
that. Okay. I'm going to come up in a minute. Good, let's walk those hands forwards. And from here, I want you to take your hands another handspan further forwards now. Gently pull yourself forwards and back. We're going to get ready for our first downward dog. Just feel that stretch in the spine, feel that stretch in the hips. And then when you feel ready, you're going to tuck your toes. You're going to lift up the knees. Take the hips up towards the ceiling, and then keep a little bend in the knee, but lower your heels down towards the floor. Now open out in those shoulders. Draw the elbows together, allow your head to fully relax down between your arms, and then gently straighten your left leg and bend your right leg, and then swap the other side. Just feel that stretch down the back, pushing the tailbone up towards the ceiling, and we swap again, bending one leg, straightening the other. Good, and again, opposite side. Lovely, we do this one more time each side, pushing that heel down towards the floor as we lift the other one. And again, all the way up, lovely. Good, come up on both toes, lifting both heels, and then gently just allowing your heels to settle back down towards the mat wherever is comfortable for you. Opening out in the shoulders, nice deep breath in here, and exhale. Good, little three-legged dog. So I want you to lift your left leg up, your heel goes straight up towards the ceiling. And as you do that, your toes go down towards the floor, your right heel stays down. Good, pressing into those fingertips, lengthening all the way up. And then as you breathe out, you gently lower that down. Same on the other side, you lift your right leg all the way up, lifting the heel up towards the ceiling, toes down towards the floor, keeping the hips closed. Pressing into the hands, opening out in the back. We hold for one more breath. And then exhale and gently lower. Good, this time we're going to lift our left leg all the way up. And as we lift our leg up, we take our left heel towards our right bum cheek. And then open your left knee out to the side. So it's like you're stacking your hips on top of each other, but you're not twisting in the shoulders. So you're opening out, taking your left knee up towards the ceiling. But keep your weight even in the hands at the front. Good, nice deep breath in. And exhale. Good, inhale, straighten that leg up, gently lower it down. Take a breath in your downward dog with both feet down. And settle here. Right leg comes up, we lengthen it up. Your right heel comes towards your left bum cheek, and then you open the right knee out to the side, stacking your hips on top of each other. Good, lengthening all the way up, twisting in the waist, not in the shoulders. We do another deep breath in here, and exhale. Good, inhale, straighten that up, gently lower that down. You're going to take your feet wide, so take your feet over towards the edge of the mat. Allow your heels to settle. Notice the difference in a slightly wider stance in your downward dog, keeping that head down. Take a nice deep breath in here and exhale. I want you to bring your heels in slightly, like 45 degrees. You're going to start to bend your knees, and as you bend your knees, you walk your hands back towards your feet, coming down into a little squat. So drop your bottom down towards the floor, and then just have a little rock side to side. Find the right distance for your feet. Your heels don't have to be down, but you're aiming them down towards the ground, and then come to settle in the middle. Now, we're not rolling over here. We're allowing our tailbone to go down towards the floor, and you're lifting up in the chest. Place your elbows on your inner thighs, bring your palms together, prayer position in front. Good, nice deep breath in here, lengthening through the spine, and exhale. Good, and again, nice deep breath in here, and exhale, lovely. Bring both of your hands down to the floor. You're going to keep your left hand down. You're going to sweep your right arm up, lengthening up towards the ceiling. Keeping both heels down, nice stretch down the side. On your exhale, you're going to gently bring that down. Same on the other side. You're going to lengthen all the way up. Stretch up. Reaching up with the fingertips. You're going to hold for one more breath. And then you exhale and gently bring that down. We're going to walk back into our downward dog. So we start to take our hands forwards, lifting up in the bottom, bringing our hands in front. Walk your feet back so they're in line with your hips, and just come to settle in your downward dog here. Take a nice deep breath in and exhale. Lovely. I want you to bring your weight forwards into a plank, but as you do that, you drop your hips, and then you're going to drop your knees down and come into a half plank here. Top of the feet go on the mat. Now press into those hands, press into the tops of your feet at the back, and try and have it so you've got a nice straight line between your knees and your shoulders. Good. Take a long breath in here, drawing up in that core, squeezing your bum, and exhale. Good, one more breath here. We're going to gently lower down to the floor, so your elbows stay close to the body as you gently lower down. Your thighs go down, your belly, and then your chest. Just take a breath here, letting everything relax down. And then I want you to press down into the tops of your feet. Push your pelvis down into the mat. Squeeze your bottom, engage your core. We come up for a little cobra. So keeping the legs pressing down into the mat, you're going to press into the hands and just lift up in the chest. Your belly stays down, your hips stay down, you just lengthen through the front. Good, and then exhale and gently lower. You're going to tuck your toes, and from here we're going to push up onto our knees, lengthening through the chest, lifting up off the floor, back into a child's pose. Pushing the hips back towards the heels, keeping the toes tucked, lengthening the arms out in front. Lengthening here through our breath, and exhale. Lovely, let's bring the weight forwards. We're going to come back up into a downward dog, so you're going to lengthen all the way up, stretching up towards the ceiling, lowering the heels down towards the floor. Good, opening out in the shoulders, and exhale. Lovely. We're going to walk up to the front of the mat, bringing both of our feet up, coming into a little forward dangle, bending your knees as you need to, allowing the crown of the head to drop down towards the floor, and allowing your arms to just dangle down towards the floor. Doesn't matter if you're touching the floor or not, really press down into all four corners of the feet. You're going to bend your knees, scoop your arms all the way up, coming up to a nice standing position. Palms come together, exhale down in front of the body. Good. I'm going to be brave.
I know I was thinking that. I've got goosebumps on my arms.
Oh yeah, it is a bit
my neck was going up my nose.
It is a bit chilly. Oh god, yeah, that was a mistake. Huge mistake. Okay.
Think of the benefit when you put it back on.
Oh yes. It's like my mum. Okay. Oh, you're really
It just
brave.
covers my face when I'm like going down.
So, hands in prayer. I want you to really ground down into all four corners of your feet. Keep that bottom tucked underneath, press into the hands, nice and active. Now, I want you to lift your arms up, and as you lift your arms up, keep your gaze forwards, and then exhale and bring it down. This time we're going to follow the fingers up, so you're going to lift all the way up. You're going to look up towards your fingertips, open out your heart space, keep it up, exhale, relax the shoulders down. Good, nice deep breath in here as we lengthen up, and then exhale, hands down in front of the heart space. Good. Now we're going to lift up the heels. I want a softness in the knees. So as we breathe in, we lift up. Think of the crown of your head going up towards the ceiling, and then gently lower down. Now your feet want to go out to the side. Really press down into those big toes. And again, inhale, come up, softness in the knees. Squeeze your bum. Good. Squeeze your belly. Gently lower down. And again, one more time, come all the way up with control. Exhaling down. Good. Inhale, take the arms up wide. Hold them wide. Relax your shoulders down. We're going to sit back in a chair pose. So we lengthen our arms up. And then as we exhale, we start to push our bottom out behind. And as we do that, we tuck the pelvis underneath, keeping our chest lifted. Now, if it's too much with the arms here, you can drop them to your waist. Good. Bending the knees. That's it, while pushing out behind. Nice. Take a long, slow breath in here. And exhale. We're going to inhale. Hold the chair, lift the arms up. Exhale, bring the hands down. And again, inhale, lift up, stretch up. Exhale and down. One more time. Inhale, lifting up, holding our chair. Exhale and down. This time we're going to straighten the legs. So we lift all the way up. Hands come down to the side. Good. Lift the arms up, lift the heels up. So lengthen all the way up, lift the heels. Exhale, lower the hands. Good. Inhale, just the arms. Sit back in your chair. Push your bottom out behind. Good. Drawing in that core, tucking that pelvis underneath, really pushing down into the feet. Lifting up with the arms. We're going to swing them to the side. Inhale, come up. Exhale and down. This time we straighten, lift all the way up. Arms come down. We're going to lift the heels, lift the arms. Stretch up. And down. Good. On the next one we're going to hold it up. So we lift the heels. Tuck that bottom underneath. Keeping the heels lifted, you're going to push back into your chair. Your bottom goes out behind. If it's too much, you can drop the heels. Press down into those toes. Tuck the bottom underneath. Good. Inhale, straighten, keep the heels lifted. Exhale, hands down, heels down. Wonderful. You're going to step back for a high lunge with your left leg. As the foot goes back, you drop the heel down, bend your right knee. Good. Make sure it's not going over your ankle. If you find it is, you can go a little bit longer. Take a deep breath in, stretch both arms up, keep them up. Exhale, relax them down. Now just check in here. We want to be pushing our hips forwards, our shoulders are over our hips. You're pressing back into that back heel. Good, nice long breath in. And exhale. Now we're going to turn to the right. So I bring my right arm back, my left arm forwards. Both palms face down and I twist to the side. Good, nice deep breath here. Palms facing the floor. And exhale. Good, and again, hold it here, nice and strong. Good, let's come back to the centre. Both arms come up, lift up. Exhale, relax the shoulders down. I want you to lift your front heel. And as you lift your front heel, you lift it all the way up, keeping the knee in line with your ankle. Good, nice deep breath here. Exhale and lower. Now I want you to lift your back heel. Lift up the back heel, stretch up. And then as you exhale, turn to the left. So I'm going to turn to the left and then plant my heel down, coming into my warrior two. Front knee stays bent, pointing towards the toes. Make any little adjustments you need to. Good. Stretch away with those arms, pressing into the floor. Now we're going to lift our front heel again. So as you lift your front heel, feel the strength in that front thigh. Keep pressing down into the outer edge of your back foot. Good. Nice long breath here. Exhale and gently lower. Take a deep breath in and exhale. I'm going to windmill my arms down, bringing them down to the floor. So I come over with my left arm, my right arm. Both hands come down. I'm going to turn on the back foot and step into a downward dog. Take a nice long breath in here and exhale. Good. Roll forwards into a plank, lengthening through the body, getting that nice straight line. Now you can drop your knees for a half or you can hold a full, whichever's more comfortable for you. Just make sure you've got that nice straight line here and you're clenching your bum, you're clenching your belly. We take one more breath in here and then as we exhale we drop our knees, top of the feet and then we gently lower down. Coming up for our cobra, we engage the lower part of the body. We press our pelvis down into the floor and you roll your shoulders back and down as you lift up your chest. Good, protecting your lower spine and then you gently lower down. Good, tuck your toes. You're going to push up onto your knees, lengthening through. The bottom goes back straight up into your downward dog. Good, nice deep breath in here and exhale. Good, walk to the front of the mat, coming into your forward fold, lining up the feet, letting everything dangle down. Bending your knees as you need to, relaxing the head, relaxing the arms, crown of the head down towards the floor. You're going to bend your knees, scoop your arms all the way up, lengthening through the spine. Palms come together, exhale and down. Good, inhale, take the arms wide, stretch up, sit back in your chair, pushing your bottom out behind. Good, nice deep breath in here, tucking that pelvis. Perfect, inhale, stretch up, hold the chair, arms come down. And again, inhale, stretch up, hold the chair, arms come down. This time we straighten all the way up, arms come down, lift the heels. Just as we did before, we lengthen up onto our toes, and then exhale and gently lower. And again, inhale, lengthen up, exhale and lower. This time the arms come up, heels stay down, exhale, bring the hands down. Wonderful. We're going to step back with our right leg. Toes go down, heels go down, just come into your high lunge. So we bend our left leg, tuck that bottom underneath and really push back into that back heel. Good. Lengthen up with your arms. Relax your shoulders down. Good. Take a nice deep breath in here. Feel the strength in both of your legs. Your weight is even front to back. We're going to add a twist to the left. So we lengthen with our breath. And then as we exhale, we bring our left arm back, our right arm forwards, and we twist to the side. Now really pull that shoulder blade back. Both palms facing down. Arms at shoulder height. Good, nice long breath in here. And exhale. Let's do one more breath here. And exhale. Good, let's bring it back to the front. So turn the chest and lift your arms up. Exhale, relax the shoulders down. You're going to lift your front heel. So come up on your toes, keep that knee over your ankle. Hold it here and then lower. And again, inhale, lift the front heel. Good, try not to come forwards. Exhale and lower. You're going to lift your back heel, come up on the toes. Exhale and lower. And again, lift the back heel. We're going to turn to the right, open out into our warrior two. So pressing down into the outer edge of the back foot, looking towards your front fingertips. Front knees over your ankle towards your toes. Good. Lift the front heel. Lifting it up on the left. Good. Holding it here. Exhale and lower. And again, nice deep breath in. Lift up. back into your downward dog, turning on the back leg. Good, nice deep breath in here. And exhale. You're going to roll forwards into a plank. Drawing up in the heels, getting those shoulders over your wrists. And remember, you can drop your knees for a half. Take a deep breath in here. And then as we exhale, we drop our knees, top of the feet, slowly lower down towards the floor. Good. Now we're going to try a little bit of strength work today, working with planks. But first of all, we're going to do it in like a half plank. So I want you to bring your forearms down to the ground. You're going to lift up your chest slightly and just line your elbows up with your shoulders. And then from here, you're going to tuck your toes and come up into a forearm plank. So you lift the thighs, you lift the bottom, you get those elbows underneath your shoulders. Good. Now push back with those heels, feel it in the core. If it's too much, you can drop your knees down. Good. Take a deep breath in here and exhale. And again, one more breath here. You're going to hold the plank but drop the knees. Top of the feet go on the mat, but make sure you've still got that nice straight line from the knees to the shoulders. Now you're going to take your left leg 90 degrees behind you, and as you do that, you're going to turn to the side, turn your left arm across the body and come into a side plank. So your left knee is down, you've got a diagonal lifting up from the waist. Good. Pressing down into your foot at the back and turning on your right foot at the back. No, knee, okay. Lift up with your top arm, take a deep breath in and exhale. Good, and again, one more breath in here, and then as we exhale, we bring our right hand down, we turn our left arm out, come back into your forearm plank on your knee, turning the left leg in. Complicated enough for you? Okay, we're just going to do the same on the other side. So I'm going to turn my right knee out and bring my right arm across the body. Plant the left foot down and lift up onto the left. So I come into a side plank on the left. So I've got my knee down but my hip lifted, that's it. Arm comes up, take a deep breath in and exhale. Good, one more breath in here, and then as I exhale, I bring my left forearm down, I take my other arm out, roll back into a forearm plank. Good, take a deep breath in, lift up the knees, come into a full forearm plank, and exhale. Good, bring the knees down to the mat, and then walk your hands back, just into a little child's pose, easing off in that lower back. Nice deep breath in here and exhale. Good, and again deep breath in and exhale. Lovely. Now bring your weight forwards. We're going to come up into a downward dog again. So take the tailbone high, lift up, lower the heels down to wherever is comfortable for you. Take a nice deep breath in and exhale. We're going to take our left leg up for a three-legged dog, lifting the heel up towards the ceiling and exhale. Now we're going to bring our knee to our nose. So I bring my weight forwards, I tuck the knee underneath and I tuck my head underneath and round through the shoulders. Good. I'm then going to inhale, stretch up into a three-legged dog. And then exhale and lower it down. Same on the other side. Lift your right leg up, keep the left heel down. Hold your three-legged dog. Good, we're going to tuck the knee underneath, knee to nose, bring your weight forward so your shoulders come over your wrists. Good, inhale, lengthen up. Exhale and down. Good, come down onto your knees, sit back into a child's pose. Okay, if at any point this is getting too much on the wrist, the shoulders, you're getting any tweaking anywhere, this is the position you come back to. Now we're just going to do that same thing again. So we're going to come from a downward dog into a three-legged dog, and then our knee to our nose. So press into the hands, bring your weight forwards, lift the knees, tuck the toes, tailbone goes high. Good. Open out in the shoulders, take a deep breath in here, and exhale. Left leg comes up, left heel up towards the ceiling, lengthening all the way up. Good. As you inhale, tuck the knee, bring it forwards, bring your weight forward so your shoulders come over your wrists. Good. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, lower the leg. We're just going to do this one more time. So right leg comes up, you stretch up, hold it up. Good. Knee to nose, bring the weight forwards, tuck underneath, engage that core. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale and down. Good. One more breath here. And then we bring our knees down, top of the feet, sit back in a child's pose. Sorry, you're all doing so well, I thought you might like some strengthening. Take a nice deep breath in here. Jesus. And exhale. Lovely. Now you're going to come forwards onto your bellies. Lie flat on the mat, heads towards me, feet towards the back. Top of the feet on the mat. Good. Now have your feet lined up so they're in line with your hip and really press into the tops of the feet. Good. You're just going to have your hands underneath your chin to begin with. Now I want you to push your pelvis down into the mat. Push your thighs down into the mat. Squeeze your bum, squeeze your belly. Now, you're going to extend each individual leg one at a time, but you're going to lift from the hip. So you're going to lift your left foot up, point away with the toes, straightening their leg up, that's it. Now, engage your belly, engage your bum as you do this, pushing the pelvis down into the floor. We hold for one more breath, and then you exhale and gently lower. Same on the other side, lifting all the way up, pointing away with the toes. Good. Try not to tense in the shoulders. On your next exhale, you gently lower. Take a breath here, let everything relax. Now, does that all feel alright? No twinging in our backs, we're all good. We're going to lift both legs at the same time. Now your feet shouldn't be very far apart from each other, so try and draw them in. So when you're ready, tilt the pelvis down, engage the core, engage the legs, lift both legs up, that's it. Make sure you're breathing. Good. Nice deep breath here. Exhale and gently lower. Let everything flop. Let your heels fall out to the side. Relax. Now, we're going to keep the lower part of our body engaged. We're going to keep our pelvis pressed down towards the floor. But this time, we're going to lift up the front part of our body. You're going to keep your elbows down. You're going to keep your hands down for some support. But as you lift up your chest, you're going to roll your shoulders back and down. So engage that tummy, engage that bum. Take a deep breath in, lift up in the chest. Good. Now push that pelvis down, tilting into the floor. Nice. Good breath in here. Exhale and gently lower. Okay, now if you feel comfortable, we're going to do both ends at the same time. You can keep your hands down for support. So press into the tops of the feet, press into the thighs, press into the pelvis. You're going to take a deep breath in. You're going to lift the legs up, both together from the hips. As you lift your shoulders, that's it. You can keep your hands down for support. Really tightening that belly, tightening that bum. Breathe. One more breath here. Gently lower. Good. Place your hands next to your chest. You're going to gently push yourself up onto your knees. Lengthen back out into a child's pose, bringing your head down to the mat, relaxing the lower back and really easing off in the hips and the spine. Take a nice deep breath in here and exhale. Good, and again, deep breath in and exhale. Okay, we're going to just come up and go onto our back. So bring your weight forwards, gently bring your bottom back. I want your feet towards me, your head at the back of the mat. So knees are bent, feet are flat on the floor. You're going to have your back down, so I'm just sitting up so I can watch you. We're going to come into a little bridge pose. So again, very important that this feels right in your back. You shouldn't be feeling anything in your back. It's going to be your legs, your core doing the work here. So walk those feet in so your heels are as close to your bottom as you can get them. Good, and your feet are hip distance apart. Your hands are going to go on the floor next to you, palms upwards, and pull those shoulders back and down away from your ears. Now, as we start to press into our feet, you're going to tilt your pelvis. So tilt your pelvis so your pelvic bone goes up towards the ceiling and tighten your belly. You're then going to start to lift your bottom, pushing your hip bones up towards the ceiling. And as you do that, you press into the feet, you clench your bottom, and you start to feel your back lift and your weight going up onto your shoulders. Now, as we do this, make sure you can feel it in the thighs, in the bottom, not in your lower back. Your eyes are going straight up towards the ceiling, so your chin is lifted up, you're not looking towards your knees. We take a deep breath in here. You can come down at any point. Good, really clenching that bum, really pushing those hips up, lengthening through the spine. Good, lift up both of your heels, so come up onto the toes, and then gently roll down through the spine, vertebrae by vertebrae, as you bring your bottom back down to the mat. Hug one knee at a time in towards the chest. Gently rock the knees from side to side. Good. That feel okay for everybody? Yeah. Okay, we're going to do it again. So plant those feet back down, heels close to the bottom. Hands at the side of the body, palms upwards. So when you feel ready, you press into the feet, you tilt the pelvis, engage the core, engage your bum cheeks, and then start to lift your hips up towards the ceiling. As you start to lift your hips up, you can feel your weight pushing back onto your shoulders. Your chin is going straight up towards the ceiling. Now, if you want this a little bit harder, and it is not compulsory, I want you to bring your hands together behind your bottom. Clasp your hands together, and then straighten them away, drawing your shoulder blades together. Good. Nice deep breath in here. You can keep your hands at the side if that's enough. Clenching your bottom, feeling it in your thighs. Nice deep breath. Exhale and hold. We're going to do one more breath. Exhale and hold. Good. Remove your hands. Come up on your toes. Lift the heels. Gently roll down through the spine, vertebrae by vertebrae. Lowering all the way down. Good. Hug one knee in towards your chest, followed by the other. It's cold on the floor, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, I'm afraid that means we're going to do a bit more work and a bit less of the nice bit. So we're going to do one last little exercise for our core. If you do want to grab a jumper or something, have it nearby at least. So, it's freezing.
I'm trying to go as long as I can.
I know! That's why I've made you work harder today. It's just to keep you warm. Oh, God. Okay, so we're going to do a nice little core exercise. You're going to have your feet off the floor, your knees above your hips. So, your feet and your calves are parallel to the floor. Your knees are over your hips. Now, look at the shape of your leg. Right angle at the hip, right angle at the knee. You're going to hold that position. Your fingertips are going to touch your head. Backs of your arms go down on the freezing cold floor. Now, engage your core. So tighten your belly. Even just like this, I can feel my belly working. Now, I'm going to reach my toe forwards towards the floor. But I'm not going to drop my heel down towards my thigh. So keeping the knee at 90 degrees, I take a deep breath in, and as I exhale, I reach forwards, tap the toe, and then I bring it back. Other leg. Gently reach forwards, tap the toe, and then come up. Good. Going forwards, inhale, come up. Exhale, lower the other leg. So you can feel this in your belly. That's it. Make sure you're not lifting in the lower spine, tapping the toe forwards. Now, if it's too much to take your foot all the way forwards, just take it halfway. I just want you to be feeling that core engaging. Good. The back stays down, the shoulders stay down. Breathe. Good. We're going to do 4 more times. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. Lovely. Hug those knees in towards the chest. Give it a little rock side to side. Good. Come back to your starting position. So, legs are still at right angles. We're going to do the same exercise again. Now, you have the option on this time to lift up your shoulders at the same time. You only lift your shoulders if it's your core holding you up and not you straining your neck. So, as you gently lift up in the shoulders, and remember you don't have to, you can keep them down. You're going to reach forwards and tap the toe, and then you bring it back. You reach forwards, tap the other toe, and then bring it back. So you're hinging from the hip, reaching forwards with the toe and engaging that core. If at any point your neck gets a bit stiff or you feel like you're holding it, carry on with the movement but drop the shoulders down. So you're hinging from the hip, reaching forwards, the leg stays at a right angle. Lengthening through, tightening in the belly. Good. We're going to do 4 more. Each side. 3 more. Wonderful. Make sure you're breathing. 2 more. And 1 more. Lovely. Hug the knees in towards the chest. Give it a little rock side to side. Nice. Now let your knees open to the side and bring the bottom of your feet together. You're going to reach past your inner thighs towards your calves, your ankles or your feet, whichever's more comfortable for you. And as you do that, just gently allow your knees to open to the side. You can even press your elbows into them a little bit. So feet off the floor, knees in towards you and out to the side. Keep the bottom of the feet together. Good. Just feel that opening in your hips, that your lower back is pressing down into the mat. Good. Long, slow breath in here. And exhale. And again, nice deep breath in. And exhale. Lovely. Let go of those ankles, draw the knees in. I want you to stretch your right leg out so your heel is on the floor. And draw your left knee in towards the chest. Good. Feel that stretch down the front of your right hip. Feel your back pressing down. And then take your right hand to the outer side of your left leg. Take your left arm T-shaped. You're going to bring this knee across the body. Now, it might be more comfortable for you to keep both of your hips down. That's fine. If you want a slightly more intense stretch, you can lift up on the left hip, drawing that knee across the body. Feel that stretch on the outer side of your thigh. Feel that in your bum cheek, but just find where it feels right for you. It's not about how far over it goes. Both of your shoulders stay down, you're anchored down with the arm. Take a nice deep breath in here. And exhale, release the tension in that thigh. And again, 1 more breath in here. Exhale and soften. Lovely. Bring that in. You're going to lengthen your left leg out, bring your right knee in towards you, hug it in, ground down with your left heel into the mat. Good. Feel that stretch down the front of your left hip. And then you're going to take your left hand onto the outer side of your right leg. Your right arm goes out T-shaped. You're going to gently bring that knee across the body, and you're just applying a little bit of pressure just to that outer thigh. Feeling the stretch on your outer thigh around your bum cheek. And again, if you want to lift that hip up and twist more from the waist, you can. If you're more comfortable keeping your hips down, whatever feels right for you. Good. Take a long, slow breath in here. And exhale. And again, nice deep breath in. And exhale. Lovely. Bring that back to the centre. Now hug both knees in towards you. You're going to lift your shoulders up and bring your forehead towards your knees, just curling into a little ball. Feel that stretch in your spine. And then on your next breath out, you place one foot down, followed by the other. Your shoulders come down, and then you're going to lengthen both legs out. So a nice short Shavasana state. It's so cold, so do grab clothes. I'm cold just looking at you. So come into a comfortable position for you. So Shavasana is typically lying on your back with your legs stretched out. If that isn't comfortable for you, you can lie on your side, you can have your knees bent, your feet flat on the floor, whatever feels right for you. Then close your eyes and just come into your natural breath here. I want you to do a little scan over your body again, just noticing how your body feels, noticing how your breath feels, and noticing how your mind feels. And I want you to just focus on your breath coming in through both of your nostrils. Just notice how it feels, and then notice how it feels flowing out. Now, keeping your eyes closed, I want you to follow your breath in through your right nostril, and then follow your breath out through your left nostril. Follow your breath back in through your left nostril, and then follow it out through your right. And again, so in through the right, just follow that breath, and then out through the left. Watch your breath come back in through the left, and then out through the right. And again, follow the breath in through the right, out through the opposite side, back in through the same side, and then out through the opposite. One more round, in through that same nostril, out through the other. Back in through the same nostril, out through the other. And then gently just release all control over your breath and just come back to your natural breath. Notice the gentle movement in your body as your body breathes for you. Feel the connection of all of the parts of your body that are relaxing on the floor. Notice how your mind feels. Notice how your breath feels. Notice how your body feels. Bring your awareness to all of the points of your body that are touching the floor. Feel the heaviness of your body as you release completely all tension. Notice all of the parts of your body that don't touch the floor, like at the back of your ankles. Your lower spine has a natural curve around the waist, the neck. And we're going to gradually introduce some small movements into our body. So you can start by moving your toes, your fingers. And as you do that, feel your body start to move energy around within it. And start to make some bigger movements. And then think to yourself, what does my body need? Does it need a big stretch? Does it need to curl into a little ball? And whenever you feel ready, keep your eyes closed just for the moment. You're going to roll over onto your side. Taking a couple of breaths here. And again, when you feel ready, you're going to gently push yourself back up to a seated position. Just sitting however you're comfortable, with your eyes closed, crown of your head lengthened towards the ceiling. Feeling yourself rounded down to the floor. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, allow the shoulders to soften, allow the face to soften, allow the spine to soften. And again, deep breath in. And this time as you exhale, you're going to gently open your eyes, bring your focus back into the room. And bring your hands to the side of your body and take a deep breath in, stretch up. As you exhale, lean over to the left, stretch. You're going to inhale, come up to the centre. Exhale, lean over to the right. Inhale up to the centre. Palms together, down in front of the heart space. And you're done, my lovelies. I'm so sorry it's so cold. I'm sure there were heaters last year.
There is a heater in the actual gym bit.
Oh, it's not where it's needed, is it?